New Zealand. Yep.
And Jasmine Ocean from Austria, Klagenfurt, Austria. What a match we have. This is George Teixeira, and I'm joined in the booth by my friend, colleague, and Dutch champion, Tim de Ruyter. Hello, Tim.
Hi, George. Glad to be back. I was not sure if I could hear you just now. I was starting to announce the match, actually. But this is a fantastic quarterfinal match, especially I've seen Xia Liu play, I believe it was 2 days ago. She played such a great match against Heng Yu. So I'm definitely looking forward to see if she can reproduce the same quality.
Sure, and Jasmine's at the top of her game. This past year, she's already won 5 tournaments. She's got over 60 titles to her career, and playing some of the best pool that I've seen her play in quite some time. These are 3 out of 5 races to 4, playing 10 ball. Jasmine breaking from the side and looking for a push. You know, some of these players are very good with a jump cue. If I was as handy as most of these players, I think I'd just go ahead and jump this 9 ball and pocket the 1 ball on the side. But got to play percentages. What about you, Tim? Would you consider just jumping the ball and playing the 1?
I have to say, I kind of don't mind how it's laying. And it's not... Like, we've seen a lot of balls going funny towards the side pocket, so... We gotta consider, though, Jasmine, this is the first rack of the match. It's a quarterfinal. Maybe there's early nerves. So maybe she purposely chose not to go aggressive from the beginning.
You know, because well, you do have to consider the options, and her option ball doesn't go by, so she's going to play it down to the bottom rail and try to use the 4 ball as cover.
Well, I would like to put a lot of left spin on this. You see, she's played it just that weight. But the left spin would have crawled the cue ball closer to the 4. Still, she's got the hook. Jasmine now with the jump cue. Well, she's actually jumped
now
the jump cue on the floor.
Yeah, she can see the edge and go 2 rails up towards behind the 6-9. Oh, she's just going to use the 10 ball. Nice and soft and simple. Simple and effective.
One ball, corner pocket. 10 ball, corner pocket.
I'm sorry, on the intro I said that Liu Xia was from Chinese Taipei. She is not. She is from China. My mistake.
Extension.
You know, that's not as easy as that looks, Tim, to me. That soft speed, that perfect speed to lay it on the rail. That's a very nice touch by Jasmine.
Well, imagine if only it had touched the cushion a little firmer or a little bit more pressure on the ball, and it would have sold out. But oh, look at this. Sasha said, no more funny games, no more safeties. Straight back. She's found a little bit of a path for the cue ball, and she's on the 2.
And that's kind of what I meant about that opening jump shot. Is it's a straight-on shot. If you're practicing, you're going to make it most of the time.
4-ball corner pocket.
Play like you practice. Look how small the opening of the side pocket looks. That's why she went to the corner. What a fine cut shot. And look at the speed on the 6, Tim.
Yeah, I mean, you have to consider also they have already played the last 16 earlier this morning. So that means they have had a lot of table time, and, well, that win is going to boost their confidence. Of course, we don't know how well they have both played in the last 16. That's a mystery to us. But if you look at Sasha won 3-1 against Kristina Slateva, and Yasmin Ushan won 3-0 against Charlene Zid Hui Chai. So quite convincing wins, you would say.
Yes.
And if they take that same confidence with them to this match, then it's also going to mean that they will have a good feeling for the table already.
Very good points. Aggressive.
Slightly further.
Pocket.
And she steals the opening game with a great bang shot on the 1 ball and a nice run out to back it up. Your referee is Zane Bernard from New Zealand. From the EPBF, European Pocket Billiard Federation. Look at this bang shot. Nothing but net. And that 4 ball wasn't quite a straightforward shot either.
Yeah, well, imagine if the players were cold and this was the first match of the day. I'm not too sure if she would have went so aggressive on these kind of shots. So it definitely tells me that the feelings must be good, or at least the table conditions feelings, you know, like they can feel the cushions, the speed. Jasmine's safety on the 1 before the bank. The speed was really good. So it's good early signs.
Yeah, I thought that was a very nicely played safety. I mean, to lay it on the rail the way she did. Oh, look at this. 1 ball and the 9 ball goes straight to the side. And
Oh,
the 3 ball ruins the party.
for so long it looked like the 2 was going to be in the open at least to go aggressive. Now I'm assuming she might have the, well, not the bank shot to a pocket, but banking the 2 ball to the right side of the 410 and following the cue ball to the bottom side of the 7.
Liu Xia is ranked number 27 by the WPA. She's a 768 Fargo, seventh highest ranked women's player in the world. And the young lady that just stepped to the table, Jasmine Ocean, is ranked number 3 by the WPA with a 758 Fargo and the ninth highest Fargo in the world. From Klagenfurt, Austria. Been there twice for the championships that they put on there, and they do a great job, along with Predator, putting on a great show for the fans all over the world. Her and her brother have an academy there, and
2-ball corner pocket.
very successful pool academy.
Extension.
Jasmine, a world 10-ball and a world 8-ball champion. In fact, she just won that world 8-ball championship this year.
Well, in the meantime, look at this layout. That's one thing I was very impressed with when I watched Shasha play against Hanyu, is the fact that both ladies were breaking the balls extremely well. But now I'm talking similar to the display we've seen, for example, like Dennis Grabe broke the balls. Like every time head on, big impact, multiple balls going in, and we've seen quite some runouts that match, similar to the break Shasha had just now. And I think that first makes it great to watch. And second, I mean, it also allows them to play a more offensive game. I mean, how often do you get to have to play a push when there's 10 balls on the table, and how often do you have to play a push when there's 7 on the table?
Good point, Tim. When they're spread out like that and there's less balls. I mean, just look at the difference between playing 9-ball and 10-ball. That one ball makes a big difference, especially the way they break, too. So
yeah, so I'm expecting her to be breaking just like that. Like, of course, it's not guaranteed to make balls on the break, but I'm more saying a lot will be happening every time on the break. And then I was wondering, what do they do different in China to be able to break the balls like that? Because in general, in the women's game, there's quite some players that struggle with breaking the balls firm.
well, I would say they do what a lot of the men players do, is practice the break exclusively.
10-ball side pocket.
Shasha Liu is a 3-time WPA Women's World 9-ball champion. And she won her first championship at 16 years of age. Now she's 32, more experienced. And from what we've seen so far, at the top of her game. 10 ball on the break. 6 ball going. Oh, stayed up. 10 ball will spot. WPA rules, no early 10s.
Well, I cannot imagine her to go for the cut in the side, but she could go aggressive, cutting it in the side and landing on the 5-3. She does. She's
Yeah,
very
well, Tim,
aggressive.
she went
Could
for
lose
that
the
bank
cue
shot.
ball.
Yeah, she went for that bank shot on the 1 to start out the first game.
That is a very valid point. Oh, yeah, and these side pockets, they have just been a little tricky overall.
Oh, that one did catch the point, and it stayed up. Now we get to see Jasmine with a table that's open. Jasmine is a Predator-sponsored player. Her and her brother Alvin have the same cue from Predator, only I believe hers has the wrap and his doesn't, or one, or the other, or vice versa. We'll take a good look at the cue later, and we'll know exactly who has the wrap and who doesn't. Beautiful cue by Predator. And hers is wrapless. His has the wrap.
I think Albin.
Oh, she got a little touchy on this 5 ball. It looks like she'll have to come between the 7 and the 8 to get on the 7.
Extension.
Or does it run right into the 7, Tim? With no English. You know, a lot of it depends. She could cut it to either pocket.
5 ball corner pocket.
Well, I like the top left. Even if you would not just... I'm not playing any spin at all. Like, I'm not going to make things more difficult. If I run into the 7, then it doesn't really matter. She played with a lot of right spin there. And I don't know why. Makes the cut so much more difficult to go with stun right instead of just dropping the ball in.
Well, she had an open table, so... Oh. Still works.
Well, we'll have to play longer 9. I was not able to get closer to it.
9 ball corner pocket.
If that 10 ball would have dropped, look at the tough shot she would have had because of spots. And Jasmine clears 4 balls off the table and leaves the rest for Shasha. At the same time that we're holding these World 10-ball championships for the women, there's also Yalin WPA Men's 8-ball World Championship going on. And we just did a winner's qualification match, so they're getting right on down the road. But for the ladies, the semifinals will be played at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning on Sunday, and then the final match will be 6 p.m. on Sunday here in Indonesia.
Then again, look at this, George.
Tied up 2 ball, and she, with a little bit of inside English, can open it up. Or even, she's looking to play it to the side or to the corner. I didn't even think she had space for that. Maybe she does.
I'm still fascinated by the fact that she's made another ball on the break. Yeah, she definitely played your shot. Does it run far enough? Nope.
Two ball corner pocket.
Oh. Wow. Well, I did like to play the 2. Well,
go ahead.
We are thinking the same, I have a feeling. The cue ball underneath the 10, 2 rails.
Yes, exactly. That's what I like right here. Because it's too hard of a shot.
I knew we were going to say the same.
Yeah. If she goes to the corner pocket on the left, that 8 ball plays big. Plays very big. It can actually cost her a little bit. She has to avoid it.
Wow.
What a good shot. I'm sorry, but that was a great shot.
Oh, she's steaming at the moment. Now, the next problem is the 5 ball, so it's not like things are all over.
And she has the perfect
right, or this. It might go.
If it goes past that 8 ball, she's going to draw the ball along the long rails, so she'll be right on top of this 5 ball. Nicely done.
5 ball corner pocket.
This is impressive so far.
Well, it's not that Jasmine did not get any chances. She did have the 1 ball in front of the side, I believe.
Yes.
Last track. So she really could have went for, well, the aggressive way, the offensive way. She finally had the chance to do so. Oh.
Pretty close. A little too close for comfort. Oh, that little nibble made things just a little tougher. Not very.
10 ball corner pocket.
And this 10 ball to close out the first set in a whitewash. 4-0.
Break.
2 breaking runs in that set for Shashalu. And as I look at Jasmine, that's the first set she's lost in this tournament. She defeated Yuki Hiraguchi from Japan 2-0. Tamami Okuda from Japan 2-0. Vang Bui Wan from Vietnam 2-0. And then you mentioned her name, Zihui Charlene Shai 3-0. She hasn't lost a set. And now the first set she loses it 4-0. And her opponent really had that one ball miss, and that was it. She's played perfect otherwise.
Yeah, superb start for Shashalu. Looking for a place in the semifinal. Still far off though. Let's have a look at the stats. A 972 for Shashalu.
Yeah.
That's a rating between 0 being the worst and 1,000 playing perfect. And if you look at the break success, obviously she had a couple breaks and all of them were successful. That is a phenomenal statistic right there with the hand rack of the balls. That's very difficult to do. You have to break the balls really well.
Yeah, a 972 overall performance is great. Jasmine got the break to open the set because she won the lag and made a ball, but still lost the game. Both players with one missed shot. Neither player with a foul. We're going to be looking at a high-quality match here.
Well, I have to add one thing though. For Jasmine's 625 player overall performance, when you're playing 1,000 and you miss one ball, and besides that you don't get to shoot, obviously it drops a lot more than if you have made many balls and then you miss one ball. So in this case, I don't think she had any chances to have a higher player overall performance. She's only made one mistake, so just wanted to clarify for everybody looking at these stats that yes, for Shashalu, 972, very accurate, and she's playing great, but it's not like Jasmine played so horrible, because 625, I would describe that for these women as not the best standard. And that's just because of, well, she didn't get that many opportunities, lack of opportunities there.
Yeah, she came to the table with that one ball on the side and ran, and then missed the 5. And that 5 was no picnic. She didn't quite get good position on it and paid the price. Well, your defending champion has lost. She lost the in the final 16 to Cheska Centeno, so Cristina Tekac is out. Jasmine was a semi-finalist in this tournament last year. So Shasha Lu. There goes the 4.
Jasmine needed. I have to say, balls flying all over. Again, a square hit. I was indeed looking at the 4 ball also going to the side, but was not meant to be for Shasha. And still, the opening shot, not the easiest for Jasmine.
It looks like she's going to arc the cue ball around the 5 and get position on the 2. No, she's going to run the other way. I thought she was going to do that with draw, which would have brought the cue ball around the 5. But I never question a professional when they take their shots. Did she get on the 4 ball? And when you look at the scoreboard, folks, you'll see there's 5 boxes, which means it's 3 out of 5 races to 4. Similar to a tennis match, with the exception that in the 5th and deciding set, it can go to a shootout if they're tied at 3. Another miss by Jasmine on the same ball. That was a big miss.
Yeah, and well, imagine also she barely got a chance in the opening set. Now, obviously she can see that Shasha is coming to the table with a lot of confidence. She started off very well. So maybe already a little bit of a dent in her confidence. Don't think any of us would have expected her to miss that 5 ball.
And by the way, Jasmine has a great YouTube channel where she gives out a lot of pointers. She was trying to get behind the 6 ball there, but she did a good job with the 5. So go on to YouTube and take a look at her channel there. She's got some great advice, instruction.
Extension.
Well, I have to say the cut. I mean, playing ball gets you on the 6. Now, like I mentioned, I mean, she's missed a lot easier 5 ball than this. So to just take this 5 ball on is easier said than done. You have to convince yourself everything is going to be fine. She might be not playing this, even though, oh, it looks like she's playing safe. Oh, and she's missed the whole ball, George.
Ouch.
Foul.
Ball in hand. Now there can be a little twist to this rack. It looks like a very easy run out, but keep this in mind. She more than likely will play the 7-10 combo, and when the 10 spots, it'll be right next to the 9 ball. It might complicate things. So there is that little twist to look out for.
Ten ball corner pocket.
Well, is she playing the carom into the 10? Because the carom is, I mean, it's a little higher. Where is she playing the 7 ball to? She needs shape. And she does not have it. Needed a quite specific plan to bank the 7 back and forth, of course.
I'm wondering if she's considering banking the 7 ball to the side pocket.
I have to say, I kind of like what she's played there. The only thing is, well, she was trying to bring the cue ball behind the 8. That slipped out. Now, is she considering this cut on the 7? I think she might have. Less distance. At some time, you have to start shooting. I'm not sure. She gets the hook, so it's not a bad shot, but I'm saying at some point they're not going to come easier than that. Your opponent is not going to leave you straight in every time.
7 ball corner pocket.
Or am I being too hard on Jasmine now, George?
No, not at all. But I thought she played the right shot. She's played behind. She's got a good hook, forcing her to kick. Now,
Yeah, but
by making a good hit, she didn't give up anything, unless it goes by the 10. And even so, this is a tough shot.
7 ball.
well, now I don't understand how she's cutting. She's going for the 7 ball instead of playing the overcut safety, leaving distance and the 9 and the 2 in between. This shot is a lot
Well,
tougher
maybe
than the
she
cut
took-
she just had, I feel like.
Maybe she took your advice and says, well, it's time to go. I got to make balls to win a game, so fire away.
Well, we will have to tell her after this rack that she has to remove the earbud. She's played a good shot actually on the 7, so don't get me wrong. But yeah, just surprised she chose to go for the 1 and not for the other. Oh, nicely played. Needs a cue ball to stop. The bigger the cut, the scarier it will be to hold the cue ball.
There we go. And Jasmine about to open up her account here in the first game of the second set. That's one of the things you'll see a lot of on her video. She's very expressive and quite humorous. Sponsors for this tournament are Yalin, Box Billiards, and here's Jasmine breaking the balls. Game number 2, second set. Oh boy, dry break, shot on the 1. A lot of players have shied away from shots like this.
3 ball side pocket.
Well, she does tend to go for the aggressive shots. Like, she really does not back down at all, at any time.
That's what I thought she was going to play. There's no way you cut that to the side pocket, not on these pockets. That was a great shot.
Well, she is looking very convincing to me, George. I don't know about you. And, I mean, hopefully she's now not going to miss every ball she gets to see after me saying that. But stroke is looking smooth. She's playing good angles, too. Like, she's not getting awkward straight and like, way too big, way too short. Cue ball is just in the right spots all over. It's really, I think it's really nice to watch. I might be her biggest fan.
Now I can see there's a few others. And so far she's been very impressive. Case in point right there.
Yeah, perfect. And then the 10 to level the score 1 each. Stealing it right back off Jasmine's break.
And we are tied 1 apiece in the second set. And Shasha leads by a set. Quite the game. Quite a performance by that young lady right there. But Jasmine was able to get a game out of the mix and be tied at 1. Game number 3. Well, here's an opening for Jasmine, but not much of an opening. She's going to have to push.
Yeah, and sometimes the push out is so obvious to play, like just a shot where you know that it's going to be a safety and which safety. But sometimes the one ball is in such a weird position that you might leave either a shot on or the safety is like super simple. Like if you push to the top short rail, you're going to be hooked very easy. If you leave it to the bottom short rail, she might go aggressive and make the 1 and get on the 2. So where to push to well, not make things too easy. You want to get back to the table. I think
This
she can
is a
roll up on
cagey
the
little
9.
push. Yeah. This is a cagey little push. I don't believe that one ball goes to the side pocket past the 3. And even if it does, the way they've been backing off these side pockets, Jasmine might have been tempting her with a shot to the side.
Extension.
She can give it back. Yeah, she's looking at putting that cue ball on the 9. Man, she's done everything just right.
Yeah. I was going to add to it, with the shot clock being involved too, it just gives a player less time to find the right push out too. In my opinion, this push out was too easy to find a solution. And so Jasmine finding herself in early trouble again. Probably has to kick shorter and spin in between the 4-7. And scratch right off the back. Now she's going to open up the pocket for the 3. Oh dear. Well, I have to say, out of the 8 players remaining, Jasmine and Fefilova, the only 2 non-Asian players. And this way, doesn't really look like we will have plenty of non-Asian players in the tournament in the next round, because it's just not looking good so far for Jasmine. Now we know she has a big grind, so she might be able to turn this whole thing around, but you just feel... Oh.
There's the first mistake we've seen from Liu.
Yeah, and why did she try to get to the center of the table instead of leaving herself the guaranteed shot to the top right? Just even a stop shot would have worked.
Yeah, but then she'd have to run the cue ball around. If she gets past the 9, she can go to the rail and come perfect for the 4. It makes sense. She just didn't get the ball back.
Oh, great try. Does Jasmine get the cut? I think she has one, but it's a really steep one. At least the cue ball will be moving a lot.
Free ball, corner pocket.
She's got to avoid the 6 ball here. She's going to go 3 rails for position on the 4, and she's got to avoid the 6. Nicely done.
Now a little bit of speed control. Sure, she is cutting the 5, so the cue ball is easy to run behind the 9, for example, on a shot like that. A little bit more punch on the ball, and before you know it, you run longer than you expect. Now, is she going to keep it simple and take a longer 7-10? Or is she going to try and get closer, for example, with top right spin?
If she's guaranteed to get closer, I'm going for the closer route.
Or
And
even
she
top
did
spin
too.
worked.
10
Yeah.
ball, corner pocket.
Now, no stun, just plain ball. Make the combination. I don't think there's a way where you're gonna lose the shape on the 7. As long as you just baby the ball into the 10, it should be fine. Just like that. That's what I meant. I mean, sure, I sound like Shasha is going to steamroll this match and it's going to be a 3-0. I am expecting not that to happen. I'm expecting Jasmine to put on the big grind and eventually get going. Just didn't really look like it was happening for her so far.
You know, Jasmine's the kind of player that sometimes she just wills herself into stroke.
Ten ball, corner pocket.
And the players trading off games in this second set with Jasmine a 2-1 lead. And I was going to read off the sponsors just a little bit ago, and I got stuck at Yalin, Box Billiards, Predator, Kamui, VenBilliards, Isaac Billiards, the WPA, and Little Monster, bringing you these 3 World Championships, the men's doubles, the Predator women's 10-ball, and the Yalin men's 8-ball World Championships with $615,000 worth of money available to the players. Nothing down on the break. Opening shot on the 1.
Now, this is a tricky position to play off this 3-ball. Still needs to get to the top side of the table. Might have to draw off the 10. But that would be more of a stun draw. So what I'm saying, stun draw is a little bit higher tip position. So the cue ball leaves into the 10 first. And then just enough of draw to
Extension.
still catch it to up table, at least an upwards line. Don't think full draw, you might still be able to miss the 10, and that would be not so great. Well, she's going forward. I'm not sure if I like any of that. Oh, she even played safe, George.
I kind of liked drawing the ball off the 10. She should get up at close to the 9 ball. She didn't take any chances. She sees Jasmine, getting into the match and doesn't want to give her any chances to get comfortable.
Extension.
But she's showing a lot of offense. I mean, she banked the 1 ball, she banked the 3 ball to start things off.
She going to play the kick and stick or just banking the 1 ball straight over? No. Long
7
rail
ball.
to long rail
Up
safe.
behind the 7.
Oh.
Perfect. Wow.
If you would have put a coin on top of the 7 ball, I think it would be still laying there. Perfect.
Out.
Trying to tie up the 7-8. Jasmine is just not getting any openings. And with some of the shots played by LIU, they're just high level shots. That getting on that 7 ball was just jail for Jasmine.
Yeah, the difference is huge in those opposite side safeties when the ball is so frozen to it. If there's a gap, then you have so much options to go over, but not if the cue ball is as tight as it was. Well, at least we're having a closer set between the two of them, George. I mean, Jasmine is really putting up a fight in this second set. This is a brilliant chance for Shasha to tie it up at 2. Preferably, would like to see this go 1 each. I kind of feel like if Shasha goes 2-0, it will be so tough to come all the way back for the win for Jasmine.
Sure. Especially if Shasha continues to shoot the way she's shooting, play the way she's playing.
Yeah, if you're 2-0 down, but you can see that yourself and your opponent are struggling, you can at least tell yourself like, hey, you know, hang in there. You know you're gonna get the opportunities. Stay calm. If your opponent is playing so well, the thoughts might go like, oh dear, I'm not gonna be able to climb out of this problem here.
And they continue to trade off games here in the second set. No one winning 2 games in a row. You know what's funny? In the opening game, in set number 1, Jasmine broke first, but lost the first game. Actually, she lost all 4. But then Shasha broke first in the second set, and Jasmine won that game, and they've traded off games since. Let's see what she does with this break. If she continues with her break percentage, that 100% she had at the end of the first set.
Oh, just look at that break. And she's gonna get the shape. Is the 6 ball gonna move out of the way? Well, the 3 and the 4 still tied up, but you would say that is close to the ideal break. Breaking the balls from the center.
2 ball side pocket. Oh, sorry, corner pocket. 2 ball.
2 ball into the corner. Is there a possible bank shot on the 3 ball available to the side, or do you think the 8 ball interferes?
I think she has room. It's awfully tight. Yeah, she can bank it a little. She's going for the bank, although the safety's there too, but she can bank it just a little bit wide, but use speed to close it up. As she did the last 3 ball she banked. She banked a 3 ball earlier in
3 ball side pocket.
the first game of this set. This will be at warp speed. Yeah, see, she tried to hold that up. It didn't. But
Well, the difficulty was maybe 3 times as tough. That was a super difficult bank shot there, George. She could have maybe played a safety, don't you think?
Yes. But she's had luck. She's won 2 games with the bank shots, so maybe next time she has a shot like that, she'll think twice.
Oh, that was quite a bit of drop of the arm there. So it's also interesting. In one of her videos, Jasmine was explaining about the elbow drop. She said, you know, if someone else asked me, do I have to do the elbow drop? She says, well, no, you don't have to. She says, I wouldn't teach it to people, but it works for me. And it's funny how sometimes when she hits the ball, she drops her elbow also, even though on that particular shot she didn't necessarily need it. That's one of the downplays of having the elbow drop for her, to where other shots will be easier for her to make the elbow drop. So It's interesting to see that she has a different percentage on some shots than other players. Oh, that was a very close jump. That was a very good try. Kind of feel for her if you look at what she's left in this 3-ball here. I mean, that's very unfortunate. It just really lays up. Stop shot on the 3 is perfect. Straight in.
Whoa. She did that once earlier. Her cue ball's been pinpoint. That one just missed the pin.
Extension. Five-ball corner pocket.
Straightforward kick shot. Careful with the side pocket and the cue ball.
Does she get somewhat of a save? I would not say so. That is quite a mistake. She had it all in her hands to get on the hill in the second set. That was not the most difficult run out to play, George.
Yeah, she had to come around the 8 and underneath or above the 10. And she just barely missed it and got behind it. Jasmine lets her right back in.
Well, gotta say, with quite the hook. I don't think she can hit the 5, but she might go 2 rails and carry the 9 in.
Five. 9-ball corner
The
pocket.
point is that Shasha should not even be coming back to the table. Jasmine had a good run. Now she's got a 2-rail kick that won't go because of the 9. But if she makes a good hit, she might get something nice. And no. Now Jasmine must follow through with this and get on the hill here.
Well, after the first shot, she's already on the rail. And these are the shots where I would say don't play so much elbow drop. Keep it clean, keep it short and tight, compact stroke. She might have landed straight again. She might have to draw into the long rail and out. Nope, I lied. She did have angle.
I just come straight across here. I wouldn't try to get underneath the 10 or even come close to the 10. Yeah, because she gets straight. I just think that's harder position to go from the 9 to the 10 than it would be if the ball was by the middle diamond. Proved my point. Wow.
Could she?
10 ball, corner
Yeah, I
pocket.
mean, I did maybe like the rail first to make sure I go high enough, but this is quite the cut. Watch the cue ball too. It's an important moment, this second set. This brings a player on the hill. And it does go in. Cue ball just stay up. So Jasmine on the hill. 3-2 now up in the second set.
Nice shot on the 10 ball. Nice recovery there. Didn't quite get good on the 10, but she made up for it with a good shot. Tim, Jasmine breaking here on the hill. 10 ball is going to get in front of the pocket.
Oh, quite a mess. And just wondering, she might be able to play the carom into the 10, but where is the 1 ball going to? So in that case, she will have to play the safety. Could bank the 1 ball over 3 rails near the 9 and the cue ball 2 or 3 rails to the top side of the 7-2, excuse me.
I think she just cuts the 1 ball to the middle of the bottom rail and brings the cue ball over by the 7.
A possible bank shot was also there.
Yeah, I like this. That was a good shot.
Corner pocket.
That was quite the shot.
Well, then still to get nicely on the 2, to get something on the 3 ball, there is some challenges. And as you can see, quite straight on this 1 ball.
And right behind the 9 ball, out comes the jump cue again. No.
2, corner pocket.
Oh. Jump break. No, it's just a jump cue.
Out.
Cue ball leaves the table.
Attention.
Yeah, now the chance to make this our first hill set of the match. Of course, we could see plenty more of this. Just wondering, she is laying herself quite a lot of angle, is she?
Rather nice shot there. Held the cue ball perfect line. Another break for Jasmine there. Clipped the 6 ball and got behind it.
I just couldn't understand how she did not play for the 3 in the top left corner. Soft stun off the rail and play the 3 in the top left. She has made now 2 of those mistakes that might cost her the set. She needs cover, or at least, well, she bought herself some time.
Lou played a shot like this a little while ago. Put the cue ball on the bottom rail and take the, put the 4 ball on the bottom rail and take the cue ball up behind the 7. She's got the 7, 9, 8, and the 10 that can come into play. That's it.
Four ball corner pocket.
And there's the opportunity for Jasmine to close out the set. Is it going to come high enough?
I think it is. She might always be able, if she doesn't, she can still masse a little bit into it. The inside spin will help her at least 2 rails to get on something for the 6, but she's playing low, so it should be fine. Just gotta watch the scratch. Ideally would like to stop the cue ball on the 6, but she did get a little closer to the side pocket point. And this is now suddenly a more tricky cut. Not easy to hold the ball. We'll have to play this a little bit more pace into the bottom short rail and out. How many have we seen of these being missed, George?
And I think she has to play it to the side. If she follows it to the corner, it's all she can do from where she's at. That cue ball tracks right at the side pocket.
Yeah.
Well, this angle looks a little different, but she's got to follow it considerably to get underneath.
Yeah, she tried to hold the cue ball there and was trying to play it on the thick side. I'm very sure she's missed that just to hold the cue ball.
7 ball corner
That
pocket.
is painful. Could hurt the confidence too. I'm not sure why she did not run into the bottom short rail. But probably will be the pace. Side pockets really have been playing tough. Like so tough that I was practicing yesterday and I'm thinking about going to Spain to play on the Predator Arc tables. And I was actually practicing on shooting everything to the corners. Well, from the rail, one shot after another, George. She keeps getting on the rail now.
9-ball, corner pocket. Ball, corner pocket.
Well, she beautifully finishes it off to make this a hill set, but definitely a couple shots that were very tough, being on the rail a couple times. It's quite a tough break. Tough action for Jasmine there. Missing that 7 to the side. So we're tied at 3 now. We know she has been breaking well. Will she be closing it out with a breaker run? Or will we see Jasmine back at the table, tying this match at 1?
Well, there goes the break. And nothing on the break. Jasmine to the table.
Yeah, facing a very thin cut, George. I'm not sure. Is this something you would shoot? Or is this something you would play safe on? I think it looks worse
I like the safety.
in person.
I like the one railer, the 2 railer close to the side pocket and over by the 2 ball. And just stop the cue ball right there. You know, like bank it like you're trying to make it in the side and just stay a little high. And have it come down. You have the 7, 4, and 2 that cover up. Again, she goes for the simpler of the 2. And it works. Works well.
I just like these kind of shots better near the end of the rack than in the beginning of the rack. Because the hit is about to happen. I mean, this is a guaranteed hit for Sasha. And by hitting the 1, you've got so many balls to find fortune behind. She could easily run behind something. And I think that's just because of Jasmine not getting the distance and taking the easier save. I mean, Sasha played a really good hit there. But it's also a little bit made possible by what safety Jasmine played. Good hit, but this is gonna stay open. 3 ball got into a difficult position though, so do you expect her to play a 3-8 combination? Something wild, or?
No, I think she can. If she can get a good angle on this 2-ball, going 2 rails forward, she should be able to stay to the left of the 4-ball and then find a way to the top to where her hand is right now and play the 3-ball in the bottom corner. Yeah, she's got this with a follow. She could try to come up between the 9 and the 6. She nibbles the 9-ball. She's perfect on the 3. She gets by it. She has a shot. She might. Yeah, I thought she's good. This is the way that she should. It was going to be going. There we go. Can she stay out of the pocket?
I don't think so, but she has a stop shot safe behind the 9. This shouldn't be too tough to freeze Jasmine into a worse position.
Good call, Tim. Again, it's one of those safeties where she's up against the ball and not much you can do.
Yeah, this is tough. I'm not even sure if she can get to the right long rail. She won't be able to play over the right long rail 1 rail, maybe 2 rails. And otherwise she'll have to go 2 rails around the 5-ball. Kicking deep and straightening it up with draw and maybe a hint of right, but... Oh, it's a great hit. Look at this. Look at that 3-ball. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful hit from Yasmin OUSCHAN. Might not be a set winner yet, but don't think she could have hit it any better, George.
No, that was a perfect shot.
And, well, from the position she was in, I wouldn't complain if I were Sasha Liu. This is great stuff from both.
Yes, it is. Be thrilled with that shot.
Sorry, 3-ball side. 3-ball side pocket.
That's gonna stay in the open. It's a chance for Sasha to close it out. It starts with quite the cut. And the shape on the 4 is not ideal. Has to work quite a bit to get there, but if she does get on the 4, we might see the Chinese get a 2-0 lead. And how well has she struck it? How's the pace? She might have a slight bit more angle on the 4 than she would have liked, but she's still on it though. And
Oh, I'm telling you. This Sasha Liu's coming with a lot of good shots.
well, they only count if you get out in this rack, and this is still a bit of a tester. I mean, it's so easy to misjudge. But she hasn't. Wow. Could still play to the short side of the 7 here.
Jasmine came with a great kick shot on the 3-ball, and Liu returned it safe with a great shot. I mean, it almost seems that everything that Jasmine done, Liu has just been able to overcome it?
Well, she might run a little further on this 9, but then still, even if she stops the cue ball or maybe just mini draw to get off the rail, the cut on the 10 is not the worst. Yeah, this 10 to get the second game on the, or the second set on the board for Sasha, and also brings her on the hill first overall for a place in the semi-final.
Break.
So it is Sasha Liu now on the hill. Will be starting the next set for the match. Or the next sets, who knows what happens. I mean, definitely like to see Jasmine come back from her break in monster mode, but she definitely is playing alright. It's not like she's been missing balls all over. She only missed 1 ball in the first set. Now maybe slight bit more of trouble this second set, but she's hanging. With Sasha just coming up with great shot after great shot. She's making them from the rails, off angle, combinations. Everything is working. The only way to get at the table is when Sasha actually hooks herself once or twice here and there. That's not something to rely on, George. So let's have a little look at the stats. You see Sasha still steady, played less good in the second set compared to the first, but still at 865 overall in this match, which is a very clear, very decent level. I mean, you cannot complain about playing at 865 in the quarterfinal of a World Championships, in my opinion. Now, break success dropped a bit for Sasha. 705 on the player overall performance for Jasmine, with a lower break success. So there's a lot more that could change if she starts making balls on the break and some shape. If you look at the first shot after the break, only 36%. So who knows, if the balls kind of work out a little better, Jasmine's overall performance definitely will be going up, George.
Yes, but I'm looking at the missed shots, 5-3 for the entire set. Sasha missing 2 in set number 2, but Jasmine with 4. And they traded off games till the very end, where Sasha could win 2 games in a row to close it out.
Yeah, overall in safeties, if you look at the defense, not too many fouls, and the efficiency quite high, 76 against 73. So not the biggest difference there. I think it's just mainly results after the break, making balls on the break and shape. And then, well, you cannot expect to win sets in, well, being so deep in the tournament with missing 4 balls, for example. In the meantime, if we look at the other quarterfinals, Wenling Wang from Chinese Taipei is up 2-1 in sets against Jessica Centeno. Jessica Centeno, who we've seen beat Christina Tkach earlier this morning. The defending champion is out. Then Rubel and Amit is one set up against Chiyu Cho. But Chiyu Cho leading in the second one. And Margaret Fefilova is 2 sets up against Cha-Cha Cho, Chiyu Cho's sister. So 2 sisters in the quarterfinal. Is any of them going to make it? Well,
Jasmine breaking off to open the third set. 6 ball goes 4 rails. 1 ball has a very, very thin cut. If she plays aggressive. But she's over the ball, over the 4.
yeah, I'm also wondering, is the 3 ball available? It might go to the bottom left. But if you're going to make the 1 and you go 3 rails, for example, how are you going to get the angle to get from the 2 to the 3 ball?
Oh boy. Not the best of rolls. I'd be looking at a safety here. There's no reason to make this ball. And this is why she has to miss the 9 if she pockets the 3 ball.
Extension.
Wow, what a
Nice
shot she's
shot.
played there.
What a good shot she did there.
Well, I'm just wondering, where are all these good shots coming from? She's looking a lot different at this point, but still the 7-8 combination needs to be done.
Well, she can draw this 2 rails to get right into between the 7 and the 8. She hit it hard enough? No, but she had the angle. The 7 ball does bang to the side. And as you said early in the second set, there comes a time you gotta go. I'm wondering if she's tempted to bank the 7 to the corner pocket, or if she's looking at the combo.
8-4. Corner pocket.
It's a stop shot. And it's got a nice, it lays nice for the bank.
Can you believe she went all in on that 7-8 combination cut?
Oh yeah.
And she had quite a
I would've
result
gone-
if you look at what she's left.
Sure, she sure did. It ended up nice, but I would have gone all in on the bank because the cue ball just wouldn't go anywhere.
7 ball, corner pocket.
That just had a lot of moving parts to it. That combo did. I like what Jasmine's done here.
Seven ball, corner pocket.
Oh, then still, this should be all right to hit, even if you catch it long. Does have a pretty big ball over the third rail. So I'm expecting her to hit this, but will she make it? Will she get a hook? Oh, just barely missed it. I was wrong, apparently. It was not a big hit. Good shot there from Jasmine.
That was a big ball. She came very close to making that ball. It's 3 out of 5 sets, and Jasmine, again in this set, as she did in the second set, wins the first game. Here we go. Second game. Third set. 1 game lead. And the last rolling ball pushes the 9 ball to where the 1 ball may not pass to go to the corner.
1 ball, corner pocket.
Oh, never mind. I guess it does. Good camera angle to see that it does go, and she hits it perfect. What? Look at the cue ball speed here. But she's going to have a hard time getting on the 3-ball. Unless she can come right between that window of the 5-10. Or is she going to try to come to the window between the 8-10? Still going to be hard to get the cue ball up there. Perfect.
Oh, how well did she find the gap there? Well, just gotta make sure she doesn't get too close to the side pocket here. I'd rather go a little bit further off the 10 than risking the scratch.
Ball,
And
pocket.
10-ball to tie things up.
Yeah, don't forget, she's starting to get real close to win this match already. Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in at Pro Billiard TV. This is the quarterfinal of the Women's World 10-Ball Championship, powered by Predator and the WPA. tomorrow we will finish this tournament. We will have the semi-final at 11 a.m. local Bali time. And the final at 6 p.m. So definitely stay tuned, of course, for a lot more action. Make sure to catch us on ProBilliard TV. Now, let's see. Can she produce another one of those cracking breaks? A little bit of overcut. She does make a ball and she does get the shape, so that power being plenty to make a ball. The main thing I didn't like was where the 3-ball ended up, but as you can see, she does like it to the side pocket, so it must be available. Yeah, if she can get back where she's now, maybe a ball further, that will give her a natural angle to pop out of the long rail. I think that must be the... Oh, she's hit a little firm. I was going to say that must be the most difficult part of the rack. Now this 3-ball, she will have to stun this a bit. And that means higher pace, more risk of hanging up this ball in the side.
She may be able to do this with soft speed, Tim.
3-ball, side pocket,
Maybe. She doesn't have to go very far. Just
extension,
slide off the 8. 3 or 4 inches. She has a good safety.
Yeah, I don't mind it. The only thing is,
she just
don't make the 7.
There. Oh, it'll hit the right side of the 7. Just like that.
Yeah, I like it. It's keeping the heat on Jasmine. I don't think she can go over the left or the right long rail, so it's already difficult enough to hit the 3. Kinda still keep the initiative in the rack, control over the balls.
3-ball, corner pocket, out.
Yeah, with the ball in hand, of course, the layout is getting a lot more favorable. That was a good safety from Shasha. Just slight bit of draw. No, a lot of draw apparently. Didn't see that coming. But that's also how confident she must be feeling. You know, she's not scared to let the stroke out. A lot of power in it, but she's moving the cue ball with precision.
It'll be interesting to see what her overall performance is for the entire match at the end. If this performance continues and Jasmine can't get back into this match.
10 ball, corner pocket.
The break has been her friend. Will it continue? And well, you see the rerun. I'll bring you up to date on some scores. You have Centeno and Wang tied 2 sets apiece. You have Rubelin Amit 2 sets to 0 over Cho Che-yu. And Margaret Fefilova 2 sets to 0 and 3 games to 2 in the third set over Cho Sha. Four of these ladies will move into the semifinals, which will be played at 11 a.m. Sunday morning here in Indonesia, and the final to be played at 6 p.m. on Sunday. The 10 ball goes down.
Oh,
It'll
and
get
it's going to be
spotted
right
and
in
block the
between.
one.
That
Didn't we
is
talk
brutal.
about this yesterday in a match? Didn't I tell you about this?
We did. Yes, we did. This is unreal.
I actually had that happen in a tournament here in Arizona, and I actually just out of disgust, I kicked at it and made the one ball. I can't remember what happened to the rest of the rack, but I remember I was so disgusted. I'm serious. I just, how you just one stroke it? I just one stroked it and made it. Probably missed the next shot because I was laughing so hard.
Well, push out probably to the thin cut on the one. Might not have enough, but then still you could play for the overcut on the one. Also gives you a save. And this is looking very thin.
I think she's forced to shoot it. It should end up kind of safe. If she overcuts it, oh, she gave it back. Well, if she overcuts this ball, the 6-9 play very big. And the cue ball ends up by the corner pocket, unless she hits the 5.
Well, I have to say, she's hit it really well. Wow. I was at first a little bit scared of the cue ball running towards the corner pocket, but it was a great safety. I mean, Jasmine does have the 2-row kick, but has to be careful not to kick the 1 into the 10, for example. Then it would not get to a rail. Oh, she caught it a little bit on the side. Apologies there. Got away with it.
It's really tough to mount a comeback when you hook your opponent and they're able to execute a shot like that.
Well, and then also if the object ball stays a little bit more safe. I mean, this is not a safety on the one, but if you can leave it that awkward every time, you know, like imagine you hit the ball and every time you just leave like no open offensive shot on. It makes it devastating for your opponent.
Sure.
One, corner pocket. Extension.
Looks like
Call
she's
the one
one
in the
rail
bottom
kicking
left.
this one. Mm-hmm.
Would expect her to play this with quite some pace. Good hit. How is the leave? Well, this might be something for Jasmine, but then again, if she doesn't like it because of the shape on the 2, she could roll up on the 10.
Well, Tim, she liked it and got position.
Yeah,
Now
I'm
this
glad
three
actually that
ball.
she found a way there in between the 3-9.
I guess she's going to have to come down for this 3-7 combo.
Yeah, 2 rails around the 5. I think she's done really well. And I think overall she's going to have a nice position on
Side pocket.
the 7. As long as you follow the cue ball forward, I don't think you can lose shape. Just follow the cue ball towards the right long rail.
Nicely done. That might have been the trick to the rest of this rack.
Well, this is to tie up this set 2 each. Now, from the 6 to the 8 is still something. If you get straight on the 5, you might leave yourself the gap between the 9 and the 10. And then bring the cue ball around. 3-4 rails from 6 to the 8. She has left herself more angle on the 5. Well, that was a deep breath there. Almost a sigh of disappointment.
She's going to draw underneath the 10 and the 9 and come to the right side.
Well, she won't be able to reach this. So with the bridge, low left could be dangerous. As the cue ball is going to hit the rail real fast. And then it's not going to get so much draw. So I am a big fan of playing it high ball, high right. Is she able to put enough speed into it?
There's your answer.
I think she went to the gym this morning.
Oh my.
That, can you believe that just happened? That is unreal.
Well, I guess when the wheels fall off, they just fall off sometimes.
Well, that did wobble quite a bit, but we will see Shashalu on the double hill. One rack away from the semi-final in the Women's World 10-Ball Championship.
And if they were playing a regular set and not these 3 out of 5 sets, Liu would be ahead 11-4. Instead, Jasmine has had opportunities to come back and get in the match, but then just a shot here, a shot there, just really let her down. Especially that 5 ball that she just, or was it the 8 ball? I'm sorry, just the 8 ball that she misses right here. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Yeah, you could see Jasmine in the background, disgusted. She knows that might have been the match for her. She might not get back to the table, depending on what happens on the break for Sasha.
Well, she broke real well in the first set, and then not quite as well after that. Nothing going right for Jasmine.
Push.
And Liu is playing very well. Pushes out to a long shot with a small window for the 1.
Yeah, I might give this back. And the only thing you can do is bring the 1 ball to the left long rail behind the 10 and following the cue ball to the bottom short rail. And if you play the right speed, you get it. But then again, those are the safety shots. They're so easy to hit in general. And then you could be fortunate again. I don't see anything else, George.
She could just try to put the cue ball behind the 4. Kind of like this. Just didn't get it up there. She hit it with the right spin. Just a little short.
Yeah. Well, she could have maybe pushed to the same position, but then a little bit more off the rail. Like queuing off the rail, finding the perfect pace. So tough. That was a very difficult push or shot after the push out for Jasmine. And oh. Well, this is a chance. Or at least it's something. She's got a shot on the 1. I'm not sure how she's going to get on the 2 ball.
Well, here's where you have to, and she's done this earlier. She's had an offensive shot, but she's gone safe. And now an offensive shot here doesn't get you anything because the 2-ball just doesn't have a pocket down at the bottom of the table. And it's too tough to get the cue ball down here for it. So she's going to bank the ball up to where she's at and make sure she gets that cue ball down by the 9. Yeah, this is tough not to double kiss. Well, she got a rail. So she's going to find herself down here by this 3-ball.
Very interesting how she did not play the bank shot on S2. Don't you think?
I think she was playing the cue ball down behind the 3 and the 2-ball, 2 rails. Kind of like a two-way shot.
Yeah, but she was kind of straight on the bank. Cross side. Oh. Well, she hasn't left a shot on the 2, but those should be going in. Biggest problem is if you play that with a little bit of outside spin, it's going to make the shot tougher. And if you move just the slightest with the body, then it throws the ball off more or less. It's kind of funny. Usually it throws it in thick. Has she called it? Is she cutting this?
The answer is yes. I don't know if Jasmine can cut this ball, but I think she can play it right to the 5-7 and then take the cue ball to the left side.
Two corner.
She's going to try to cut it. She almost got there with the cue ball.
Well, I'm quite sure we're gonna see the jump cue out. I definitely would like to play the jump bank. Leave the cue ball on the bottom short rail. If you make it, like such a high percentage to win the match. She does like to kick the ball a lot though. I have barely seen her jump.
We saw one jump shot, but I forgot how that ended up. Let me check.
Well, I mean, if she's just gonna kick it in like that, why would she need a jump cue, huh? Oh. We're gonna see the jump cue. Come on, show us that you can jump this ball in. I've barely seen her use the jump cue, and
8-4.
I want to make sure she has all the skills. she's probably going to play the tiki over the bottom of the 3-ball. Make the 8. Tiki shot in carom is a rail first. So rail, hitting the ball, catch the rail again, and then pocketing or hitting the other ball. I think I like it with top right spin though. Makes the ball a little bigger. No, she... Uh-oh. I don't know about this. She played such a great kick to then try to play something so subtle. I would have loved to go at something. Got that medium momentum going. Oh, doesn't want the 3-ball to go in. George.
This is why I say there's nothing going right for Jasmine. Lock up safety, and she did it to herself. Pocketed the ball. Oh, you got to feel for her. And she has to laugh it off. She's doing a good job. Well, it's tough. Because this is a really, big match. It gets you into the semifinal.
4 side pocket.
Gives you a chance.
Well, it's
nice.
something.
That's a nice shot right there. That's a very nice shot.
Well, unless she'll go aggressive on the combination. But by the way she's been playing this match, now I'm starting to doubt if she's really that offensive. So stop shot 4 into the 5, cue ball on the 7. No, even the roll up.
Yep. No, she's playing this very, very well, very cagey. She's got a great lead. She's got her opponent that can't help but get she just can't do anything, get anything going. So she's almost like freewheeling. Nice shot. But again, she'll just come off the side and come down by the 10. Possibly get behind the 10.
Well, it would be nice if you can catch the 4 just to where it doesn't shape up for the 4-5 combination. Just get it offline a bit. Oh, there might be a carom on the 5.
A carom, and there's also a kick and stick right there.
That is a good call too. I like that. If she doesn't want to go aggressive on another tiki, she could indeed play the kick and stick.
Four ball, side pocket.
That's what she's playing.
Does the 4 have a window? Does it go by the 8? If it does, I'm sure she's swinging. This match could be over.
8 ball, corner pocket.
Oh, she's gone for the 8. This is a difficult one with the 8 being so close to the short rail.
Yeah, she's swinging.
Oh my! Well she played it.
Just driving that knife deeper and deeper.
Well, imagine she's played it with drag too. So length of the table, trying to kill the speed. Was easy for the 4-ball to bounce off and get behind the 10. That was a very high quality shot there. Made it look very easy. Now a chance to go into the semifinals. Oh, this might not be it.
That surprised me. I thought she would come straight across by the side pocket and take the 5 straight down the rail and just take care of business.
Well, is she able to bank this? Does it lay close to the bank? Does she have to put some spin on it? That in that case, I might turn it down. She could play the 5 to the short rail and the cue ball behind the 7, but then your opponent might be able to kick the 5 ball in.
Well, you got to be able to. You got to play the safety here behind the 7. You can't risk it. This could be a devastating safety back. Just bank the 5 ball down and get behind the 7, 2 rails. But with the bridge, it's tough.
Well, the main thing is the 10 is blocking the corner for the 5. So it's still somewhat of a trap. Could maybe roll on top of the 10. We're very sure she's not gonna play the 5-10 combination, off angle, long distance. You might have to just hit it full and try to lay the 10 in between. I don't think there's anything else. The kiss is quite there if she's trying to bank the 5 over to the top short rail.
And Cesca Centeno is the first quarterfinalist into the semifinals with a 3-2 victory over Wang Wanling.
Oh, she did go for the combo. And what does the 10 do? Does it lay up with the 7? It does. Now it does lay for a 7-10 combination, so it still could be all over for Jasmine.
5 ball corner pocket.
Sasha first has to make this 5. Cue ball again on the rail. Oh, she's hit it firm. She's hit it to open up the 7-10. Look at this, George.
God.
What a shot.
9 ball corner pocket.
That is... She's not even thinking about maybe missing the ball with the cueing off the rail. She just took her opportunity there. If she can control this, nice. Oh,
Side pocket.
Wilder. Well, one more good shot then. This is quite off angle.
6 corner pocket.
Wow, just everything going her way and just shooting lights out.
Oh, is this slightly short? It is slightly short, so more cut. Watch the cue ball on the scratch, top left. She might have to play with low left to beat the scratch. This is it for place in the semifinal.
And that'll do it. And her place in the semifinal will be versus Cesca Centeno. Sha sha.